Hi, everybody.
Good evening, folks. We are back to our office.
It's the last one. 2025 is. Look at this. I did this. This is funny. Maybe I change that. Nope. Well, cool. Just trying out new things here. Hey, Bert. We fast forwarded. We'll see what we notice.
Jay's back from Palm Springs.
Cindy's back from Dallas. Cliff, Brian, gone. Good to see you. Great party last week. So much fun.
Thanks for the Christmas cards.
Yes, so kind. Bert,
was-
good to see you. Michael, hi.
Can always count on you guys to sign in. Well, I don't know. Will we remember how to do this?
We better remember how to do this. You guys did great last week. That was fun with the gingerbread.
Oh.
Did you make the houses or did you just eat them?
I didn't eat them.
No, that gingerbread's really shitty, actually. Yeah.
After we touched them all.
Mm.
It was fun, but I don't know if everybody saw us make them.
You could see your hands moving as part of it, which is kind of funny, actually.
We were all smushed together.
Yeah.
And the two dogs were right here trying to get into the trash can. So it was fun though. We had a good time. I loved it down there.
Jerry and Jill, good to see you. Leslie, thanks for being here. Jolene, good to see you on. Happy New Year. We have quite a bit to cover. It's a tea night. So we've got Texas, and travel trends of 2026, things we're seeing out for the new year. So we're going to get started with some updates and recaps. It's been kind of a fun week. We don't have any tours out, so we did not do the bowl game. We let the university take care of that, and I think they did a great job with it, so that's great. So it means in the office, then we've been able to spend some time in different places working remotely. Obviously, Cindy's back, and Judy comes in every once in a while to grab the mail, and Tom does the deposit still and all that good stuff. And then, of course, we're answering all the emails and calls that come in. If we don't get your call right away, we'll definitely call you back. But just kind of nice to take a little breather as we head into the new year. So we'll be closed technically tomorrow and New Year's Day. Yeah. And then, back on it Friday. And then the following week, it just starts the whole brand new, fresh year. We got so many huge things to tell you all in January.
So many new things.
When we always get the ship right on track, and then we just change the wind in our sails and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Hi, Sue. Hi, Patsy. Darlene. So we're doing. That's what the team's doing. Where are we going next week?
We are going to the ABA conference in Reno. Me, and Bree.
Yeah, I'm Bree this time. Yep. So ABA is American Bus Association. It's the biggest tour convention in the United States, out of the world actually, and it's an opportunity for us to go out and meet other operators and tons of other vendors. So how many appointments do we have?
150.
We have 150 appointments in 3 days.
3 days.
So we'll meet with 150 different people just on the scheduled appointments.
Right.
And then not to mention, every lunch is a networking event, and every evening event is something networking, and you're meeting people. But we've taken all the ideas we've heard from all of you and things you've heard and seen and want, and then we take it out there and we go ask around. And so we ask our tour companies what they do, what they're seeing, and just try to make sure we learn as much as possible. And it's always a great jump start for the new year. So.
Right. And we already have our staff in place.
Yep.
We hired new people in certain areas, and so we have them all situated in their areas of expertise.
Yeah.
And so we're ready for a big year, right?
Yeah, huge year.
Did you want to say something about?
I don't know. Should we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have. Well, we're gonna do it. Oh, which one are we talking about? Okay, good thing we're on the same. I was thinking something else. So good. Yeah, so many news stories. So speaking of news stories, though, I don't know if all of you saw the news on Channel 6, but Elite Tours, Elite Goodie Tours went out of business. They were a company that was like sort of out of Florida, but did a lot of tours out of Omaha. They also used Navigator as a coach provider. They also had a lot of other cities that they departed from, but they did go out of business. And so now it's on the news that a tour company went out of business, and their name sounds a lot like us. but it's not us. We're not going anywhere. So we need all your help. Hey, Tay. Hey, Jody. We need all your help to spread the word that either people that have gone with Elite should come over to us and Excite. And if you hear buzz out there that there's a tour company closing, it's not us. Excite is here for the long haul. We're not going anywhere. In fact, we're only going to get much bigger.
Right.
Much bigger. So tell everybody. And the way that you can help us out, actually, I'm going to share my screen quick here. So on your screen, you can see a QR code that you can scan with your phone right now. And then I will also copy and paste this link. But this is reviews. So I'm going to post a comment. So if you haven't written a review either on Facebook or on Google, that would be huge for us. And so you can scan it from your phone. It'll take you right to it, how to write reviews. But all of your reviews are so helpful. Tell people what you think, when the last tour you were on, what you liked about the tour, who your guides were. All that positive reinforcement really goes a long way. There's just so much stuff going on in the world, and with all this AI stuff, you never know what's real and not. But what you can tell is reviews and the number of reviews. And
right. And I just wanted to say, if you're wondering how we found this out, is because we've been having telephone calls asking us if our doors are open.
Right.
So Jay and I just want to let you know that we are open.
Yep.
And we have no plans on closing.
Yeah. Yeah, Carolyn said we made sure you weren't Elite company a long time ago. Good. Yeah. No, we're excited. And we didn't even think about that when we started the company. I didn't even think about it.
I didn't either.
But anyway, so they are no longer, but we are here. So any reviews you could leave us would be a huge help. And then just like word of mouth, tell your friends, everybody, we are here to stay, and we would love to have people come and join us. Hey, Mary Stark, good to see you. We actually did reach out to the quilters that lost the money from that specific news story, and told them that we would hook them up over here, but we hadn't heard from anybody, nor did the news station contact us. So we're just going to let it lie and kind of move forward from it. So again, the QR code is right there. Otherwise, you just copy and paste the link that you're seeing in your comment section. If you copy and paste that, then you can leave a review, and that would be super helpful for us. And we're not going anywhere. Speaking of that, we, like I said, stay tuned as we, over the next coming weeks, especially in January, we have lots of big announcements. And so keep tuning in. It'll be well worth it, because Tour Tuesday, you'll hear it here first.
Okay, what are we doing here? We're going to take up some travel trends, right?
Yep. So, we're thinking about, what's happening in 2026. Everybody's looking forward to the new year, whether you got, maybe you're making a change. Maybe one of those changes is more travel. One of them is different types of travel. It could be health, could be wellness, all of those different things. And so we thought we'd go and think through what our travel trends that we're seeing are. And so we've got a few that we'll just sort of like run through here. But this one makes sense. And what's the first one?
It's the women only.
Yeah. And solo travelers. That's a big trend we're seeing.
Right. We see pretty many women. They sort of set the stage, the ones that call in and everything like that. So we're sort of going after the women, right?
Yep. The group travel is the best way to go in a safe environment. I think traveling is safe in general, right? Most people have common sense, and that's really the most you need when you're out on the road traveling. But with a group, you're never on your own. And so if you are a solo traveler, maybe your partner doesn't want to travel, or you don't have a partner right now, then this is the best way to do it. So we welcome all the people to come on. We are working on a solo one-day trip. So if you're a solo traveler and you want to do a one-day, it's a great way to meet other solo travelers and maybe make a new friend to connect with and do travel together. And a multi-day solo travel trip. So it'd be like a single rate for everybody. It'd be the same rate. Everybody have their own room, on and on and on. So those are coming. They're not in the catalog. They're going to be add-ons to next year, but keep an eye out for those. Those are really fun. Purpose-driven and meaningful-driven travel is really popular. So an example would be Divine Shepherd here in Omaha. They contacted us, and we are doing a group for them to the Ark. So that is a more spiritual themed trip, right? Mm-hmm. Any denomination is welcome to come with us. That's a kind of a private group for them, but it's themed. And so you're going to see things on that tour that follow along with things that are special to them. So that would be like Actually, they did the arc last year. They're doing Branson and the Passion Play.
Oh, okay, okay.
So in Eureka Springs. So that's a themed type of setting. Otherwise, you could do like we've always wanted to do an animal focused trip where you could do like you could visit animal sanctuaries. You could do a hands-on animal like volunteer thing with a group. So all kinds of cool things like that that are really meaningful to people's lives can be travel focused. So if you have something like that, certainly send us an email. We'd love to hear what was meaningful to you. And yeah, so this is a good one.
Crowd control. Okay.
So crowd control means like traveling on the fringe seasons. You guys are counting on us as experts to figure out when the best time to go is. And so maybe you're visiting those popular places like Greece. We picked those dates for a specific reason, not because we wanted to fill up our calendar. It's because that is the best time to go there on the fringe season. So, you're always hearing those stories about how Santorini is packed full of people. It's so hot, on and on and on. Well, that's why we picked May because It's the best. They have the great weather. It's so warm enough to swim, but it is before the summer rush happens. And so that's why we pick those dates. And that's true with all the trips we do.
Right. The very first thing that we do when we pick a trip is make sure that we are in the right time of the year. So we always check and see what the best time is to go there when there isn't crowds, when the weather is good. So that's the first thing we do.
Yep.
So
hey Chris, hi Debbie, hi Mary. Yeah, and fringe season is not a compromise. So we're not saying that you're going to compromise on your experience because you're going on some sort of like off-season time. It's not that at all. It's fringe. It's a fringe season. It's like right when things start going. So You're not going to miss out on anything because of the time of year that you're going to go. So that is, we're seeing people book in those windows. This is a big one.
Oh, the railroads.
Really having a big year. We have several. So we have Colorado Rail, we have Trains of New England, and our Southwest trains are all 3 train trip focused. And then we are working on the Canadian Rockies, Rocky Mountaineer. They have 2 rail journeys that we really like. The one that goes up into Canada, and then there's one that actually is in the United States that goes to the Grand Canyon. So yeah, train trips are huge. They're really convenient too, because you get on and you get to try all these different trains out. The Rocky Mountaineer is something like get on and you stay on kind of over time. And some other ones are like test the trains out for the day. And so that's been really exciting. So train travel, still huge. Okay. Hey, Pam and John, good to see you.
And then the cruises. Well, the cruises are always a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of cruises. Yeah. Don't we?
Yeah, we do. And more than ever. And we have a cruise for everybody. So if you are a big cruise person, it seems like there's a lot of different camps now. Ever since that documentary came out, Poop Cruise, you either are for big cruises or you aren't. And I'm going on my first big cruise in a month and a half. And so on like one of the biggest ships there is out there. And I'm super, super excited about the possibilities on the ship and to be with the group. But we also have everything down to our yacht cruises, which is 100 people. Mm-hmm. And then our river cruises. So
and then you're going on that one too, the yacht one, right?
In 27. Yes. So 27, we have that too. So there's a cruise for everybody and they are super popular. And I honestly think they're a great way to go because you get to unpack once. You have to change hotels. You have to do any of that stuff. You can unpack your bags and everything's for you. And I think with going with a group, we kind of take care of a lot of the details for you. And so you can just enjoy it. So cruises aren't going anywhere.
Okay. And then what is this?
One of my favorite things now I'm all into this, restorative. So restorative travel is people, I think for a while there was like this really big trend to do like yoga retreats, right? So that's very big into wellness, health and wellness, and like eating grass and all that kind of fun stuff, which can be fun. Don't get me wrong. I love yoga. It's my new passion, but it's actually more a gentle vitality than that. So it's more about pampering and like giving your mind a break. So everybody's got really busy lives. I mean, with AI and all the computers and everything's so crazy, so fast. And a trip is a good way to sort of relax. Okay. And not being, you're going to be on some like yoga retreat, which would be fun. But it's not for everybody. But definitely some mindfulness on the tour. We also started doing these new things where we do some like mindful notes beginning of the day.
Okay.
And those are kind of fun to just help you think about what life is like and how special it is to be on travel trips and go places with new people. So
you were always good at that, Jay.
I'm trying to write them for other people so they can have them on tour too. Okay. What's some other trends here?
The hyper
personalization. Oh yeah. I think our guests want our trips to reflect them. And so a few of our tours, we have excursions, and that's how you can personalize your trip. But I think on a deeper level, our guides go a long way to make sure that everybody feels really welcome at home and seen. So part of group travel, we can make custom for individual people. You know, if you have something that you'd like us to know, or we can make your trip more enjoyable, let us know that. And sometimes as a group, the whole point is to do it together. And so it's not as individual as like a private tour, like a private trip vacation. But I think the group, pros outweigh the cons.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can find out a lot of these things on our Tour Tuesdays when we're here.
Right.
So just check in with us, and we'll give you as much information as we can about everything that we do. Okay, and then readaways.
Yeah, so this has really become I was a reader when I was in high school, and then I was not a reader, and then all of a sudden I've picked it back up, and we found too that more people, these book clubs are out there, and they aren't meeting at a library, they're meeting at a bar, right, or a bar and restaurant to talk about their books, and it's more of a social thing than it is like an academic thing for sure. But people have been really joining the book clubs, and now we can do tours around a book. So one of my favorite books is Da Vinci Code, so you can do a whole tour that follows that book. We can meet authors, we can do all that kind of stuff. So if you have a book club out there and you're thinking about, it'd be really cool to kind of see how this all played out. Maybe a historical fiction book.
Well, that would be
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be a cool trip that we could plan for your group. We're talking 10, 12, 14, 15 people for your group. That would be a fun thing for us to put together for you. And then the last one,
event-driven travel.
It's painful for us, but it's great for all our guests.
Yes.
Events. So a great one is the Derby. That's a great example of this. The Kentucky Derby is a massive event. I think it's an absolute crazy thing to do on your own. It is such a logistical nightmare for people to go and attend that event. But with us, you just pay your deposit, pay your payment, and we take care of everything else. And it doesn't get any easier than that.
Right. And then we are trying to do the sports thing too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, we want to do away games for Husker volleyball, Husker football. So you'll see more of those things come in the fall of next year as we get more into our sports season. Then Iowa State, Iowa fans, all that too. We got to get our feet wet with those. So those are some travel trends that are happening in 2026. Things you can look forward to with Excite and in general. If you think of other things that you'd want us to think through, certainly we love all the feedback. Chris Larson said Under the Tuscan Sun would be a great one. And they're going to do that because you're going to be in Tuscany. So, yeah. So, Very cool. Okay. Now we're on to some trips.
Yes.
Okay. So, we have 2 Texas trips. These are coming up. Texas, in my mind, was like flat, dry, dusty.
Nothing there.
Big. Quite wrong. Quite wrong. And so, we have 2 very unique tours that I think you'll love. Cindy's going to walk through the Lone Star State of Texas, which is a tour we have redone. So we did it last year, and then we made some changes, and now we have done it again, and it's amazing. And then I'm going to go through briefly the Texas Wine Country Tour. So hit it off.
Okay, ever since I been down there with Brienne, my daughter, I look at Texas a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because there is so much to see in that city. Or in that whole state, excuse me. But we're doing the Lone Star State, Texas, and it's March 23rd to the 29th. It's $18.50 for a double. And the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into, our first stop will be Oklahoma City, where we're going to see the bombing, where the bombing was. And you're going to get to tour the museum and everything, which is, it's just very, what's the word?
Humbling.
Yes, very humbling. And so is the outside with the water and all that and all the graves and everything. It's just very humbling, just like 9/11. And then we'll have dinner at Bricktown. And we usually have a great place down there, Charleston's. We usually go there every year. They're very good to us. And then we're going to head towards Fort Worth. So, and Fort Worth is, I never knew this, but they have like a cattle drive down the middle of the street.
Cool. I think that would be so amazing.
I know. And then they're going to go off and they're going to see the John F. K. They're going to take the John F. K. tour. Okay. And the next day we go to Fredericksburg, and that is one of Jay's very favorite
Mhm.
places. Isn't mine so much, but it is his. I'm hoping that I'll change my mind someday. But and that's just because I got sickly that day. Anyway, the first thing we're going to see is the wildflowers.
Oh yes, very cool. And we'll be there in time for the wildflowers instead of when we went in the cold.
And then we went to a brewery too.
Mhm.
We went to that.
And we're doing
brewery.
that. All stats.
Okay, Allstat.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Jay got to go to the preserve where he got to feed the elephants and see all of the animals and everything, which is
Yeah.
great. I'm going to see some of that too when I'm in Africa.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I want
You
to
get
see
to
that.
like actually touch the elephants. Like they're not behind a cage or a kennel or off some. They are. You can hug them. It's insane.
And they don't care.
They love it.
They love it.
They're big,
Okay.
beautiful eyes. Yeah, it's great.
The next day you'll go to the Alamo
Oh yeah.
and you'll see that, and then you're going to tour. Let's see here.
Oh
The
yeah.
Americans.
Yeah, Tower of the Americas. Yeah, we haven't done that. We didn't do that when we went, but they are.
What is that? It's like a roadie.
skyscraper.
It's like a
Yeah.
revolving observation deck.
Yep.
Right, and then you can eat up there.
Yep.
Okay, that's a new one.
Yep, and then you do you can't do San Antonio without the river cruise. So
Oh,
you'll do
that's
that.
right.
Yeah, that was really fun. I
That
loved
was nice.
It's a lot of walking for us because we didn't know what we were doing, but the river cruise was very fun.
Okay, and the next day we will be going to Lady Bird's garden,
Mhm.
and she has 900 species in that garden. So it's beautiful, and they should all be blooming also.
Yep.
And then you're on your way to the Magnolia markets where
Mhm.
you're going to do shopping, eating,
Yep.
see the houses that have been refurbished by
Mhm.
the Gaines.
Yep.
Okay.
And we also, if you've been, sometimes you did the Waco tour, there's a few stops that are the same, but we've changed it up. So you get to go to the museum instead of just driving by the memorial like we did. And you get to do some city tour of Waco if you don't want to get out and hang out and shop. So it's not, if you're not into shopping, this you don't have to do that.
And I believe you see some of the houses that they redid too, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then on the 6th day, we are going to have a beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas visit.
Mhm.
We're going to go there and see that. And they have hot springs where you can either get in, get in there.
Yeah,
right?
you can get in, yeah.
and then I don't know what you do in there, but I know that
Soak.
Brienne did that.
Yeah.
She went to the hot springs. She said it was about 70, 75 degrees.
Outside, yeah, the hot springs are like 100, like a hot tub. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's unbelievable experience. You can certainly get in if you want. You don't have to do that. We'll do a tour and stuff of hot
Right.
springs,
You
but
don't
it's
have
gorgeous.
to do it, but you can.
Yep.
So bring your swimming suits if you think you're going to.
Mhm.
Okay. The last day, excuse me, we're coming back home. So we will be in St. Louis
Kansas City too.
and Kansas City. And you will see the museum, the
Mhm.
World War I museum, and also Union Station, that was so beautiful this Christmas.
Oh, I bet.
They have something different there all the time,
Mhm.
And then you'll be heading home with all your friends.
Yep, it's truly a full, amazing experience of Texas. It is just such a cool thing. It's a perfect balance of things to do, but not jam. So you're out all day and night. It's really, I think, very well timed out. We've had a lot of people work on this trip. Carrie, Cindy, Bree. We've all sort of helped chip in to make this tour amazing. So if Texas hasn't been on your bucket list, check it out. It's amazing. So that's kind of a full tour of Texas, Central Texas, North Texas. And then my tour is Texas Wine Country. So this is the hills. This is a fly-in tour. This is April 12th through the 16th. It's 5 days. It's $31.99. It's on the upper end of our price range for this, but it includes the flights and a 5-star hotel. And so, we stayed in really amazing hotels on all of our tours, but this is like full service hotel. This is different. And it's on Main Street in Williamsburg, which we talked about. So we will fly there into San Antonio as a group. It'll be a small group, probably 15 to 20 people max. And then we will take our private shuttle to Fredericksburg. And then we have a really amazing welcome dinner lined up for you. And you'll get to enjoy the amazing hotel. And then up and down Main Street is a billion shops and
Mhm.
restaurants. I mean, it's so cool. It's all German town, so everything it's all kind of German themed. Then day 2, we're going to do the wildflower tour of the wildflower sanctuary because it's so great to see how they grow all these wildflowers. The owner we meet and talk to, he gives us the tour and how he started this and what it's become and how they supply most of the world's wildflower seed right from that one farm. Really, really unique. And then we're going to stop at a vineyard and we're going to do a unique wine tasting. We didn't just pick any vineyard. We picked a specific one. It's absolutely gorgeous. The wine's amazing, and it's a fun, cool tour to do also. So it's not a typical wine tour. And then you're going to spend time in Fredericksburg, and you have a little bit of time to do what you'd like.
Okay.
So at the hotel, since it's full service, they have a spa, they have all that stuff. So you could book those treatments if you wanted to with some of that time.
Okay.
Okay. And then the next day, day 3, we have a private cooking class. Cindy and I took part in one when we were there, and so we're going to do one that's very similar. And we're going to cook some traditional Texas cuisine in Fredericksburg. It's got a German twist to it. And then we will also visit Allstad Brewery. And then the next day, we are doing an Enchanted Rock park tour. That is a very unique place that they said we should not miss, kind of mixing in some of the nature into this tour. And then we're going to do a champagne tour. This is a very modern vineyard tour, very, very unique. Technically, it's not champagne because it didn't come from Champagne, France, but sparkling wine made in Texas. It's amazing. You will love it. And then we are going to the preserve to do our tour with the elephants and feed all the giraffes. And we met porcupines and kangaroos and all of that. They get to touch them and play with them. So it's just an absolutely epic afternoon. That day is just spectacular. And then the last day we are leaving. So we will take a final breakfast at Hotel Albert, and then we will head back to San Antonio for our flights back. So check it out. It's online brochure. Check out the hotel online. The pool looks insane. It's a brand spanking new hotel. It's not even been open in a year.
It's beautiful.
And then, like I said, the wineries and all that are on there too. So you should check that out. That is April 12th to 16th.
Okay. We also told them about New Year's Day.
Yep.
Okay. We have a lot of spring tours coming up, don't we?
We do. We have a lot of spring tours coming up.
Our New Orleans tour is going to be leaving on January 19th until the 25th. And then we have the St. Padre tour.
Yeah, South Padre. That's with Cliff. That is our biggest fly-in tour ever. He's done a lot of firsts. So Cliff, he was a shuttle driver for us. Now he guides. So he did Pella. First time we took 3 buses. So that was the biggest Pella Tula Festival tour. Then he did Apostle Islands, which was the biggest tour to the Apostle Islands with 2 buses. Mm-hmm. And now he's doing the largest fly-in tour.
I know.
So he's got a lot of firsts. He's amazing at it. He's the right person for the job. But I just think that it's kind of
funny. Yeah, that's January 26th to the 31st. And then we have the one that you're going to take.
Yep. So I'm doing the Caribbean cruise. We just sold that tour out today. So that's exciting. All 3 of those tours are full now. So if you want to go on some trips with us, pass up those 3, hit the next one. So what we got?
The next one is Great Gulf Shores.
So cool. Oh my gosh. You're staying at is it called the Preserve?
No.
It's called the Lodge. It's called the Lodge on Orange Beach. It's literally on the beach. The hotel is insane.
And it's March 2nd through the 9th.
Okay.
And then we have Hawaii.
Yes, Hawaii is almost sold out. We could take 2 more, maybe 4 if you got a group of friends that want to go. Otherwise, that trip is got an amazing trip, and you get some special guests on there. Who's going?
Yes. Who's going? Bree.
Yeah, and
Cindy and Tom.
Yeah. So you'll have some VIPs on there with all you VIPs with our VIPs. So it'll be a really fun tour in Hawaii. Love that trip.
All the hotels are ocean. You can see the ocean right outside our hotel windows. Mm-hmm. And that is March 7th to the 16th. And then we have Iceland.
Yep, Iceland is sold out. Pat is taking that. We are so excited for that group to go out there and see the Northern Lights. Our first time to Iceland. That is a partnership with Colette. So Colette they booked everything and did all of it because they are experts and done it a lot of times. And we have our group from Excite going. So that'll be really fun.
That is March 14th to the 20th.
Okay.
And then we have Natchez and Memphis.
New tour this year.
And that one is March 16th to the 22nd.
Yep.
And then Southwest Trains, March 21st to the 28th. And then the Lone Star.
Oh, there you go. The Marina the Texas ones.
Right,
Cool.
right. And that's all the way through March.
Yep.
So we're pretty busy all the way through March.
Jody Williams said Gulf Shores is awesome. Yes, and she was there during Mardi Gras. Jolene said, hopefully when you go to the World War I Museum, you'll be able to go to the top of the tower and see the sky of Kansas City. It's great. Yeah, that's very cool.
Okay.
Texas tour sounds awesome. Yes, so excited. Denise, great. Greetings, sorry. Jolene also mentioned that a book tour would be Twilight. That'd be a fun book. Yeah, that would be really fun up in the Pacific Northwest. We have that tour this year. Not specifically around that book, but definitely to the Pacific Northwest. So that's great. Like I said, we have some major announcements coming in January. Super fun things that you will love. Very, very fortunate to be a part of some of these experiences that are coming up. So don't forget to tune in, tell your friends about it. It's been a hell of a year.
We want to thank you very, very much.
Yeah, it's been great. We are so appreciative. We are here for all of you and because of all of you. So we get to live our dream, and hopefully we're helping some of your dreams come true. So
Right.
Until 2026, have a happy new year, everybody, and we will see you all next week.
Happy New Year.
See y'all
Be
later.
safe.
Bye.